Hello student, welcome to digital classes. This video is for class 9, chapter number 8, motion. This is the second part of the video for this chapter. In the first video related to motion, I discussed introduction about motion, describing motion, concept of distance and displacement. In the second video, I am going to describe you about speed, velocity, acceleration, and graphical representation of motion by distance time graph and velocity time graph. Now I start with speed. Speed of a body is the distance traveled by a body in unit time, and we know that the formula for speed is equal to distance upon time. If a body travel a distance s in time t, then its speed v is equal to s upon t. The SI unit of speed is meter per second, and speed is a scalar quantity as it has only magnitude. Direction is not involved in speed. So the speed is never zero or negative. See the example. There is two cars, one is red and one is grey. The red car is at the speed of 30 meter per second and the grey car with the speed of 40 meter per second. Now the average speed. Average speed is the ratio of total distance traveled to a total time taken. Means average speed is equal to total distance traveled by total time taken. And the formula for average speed is V is equal to S1 plus S2 plus S3 and so on upon T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus to so on. Now see, I will explain this average speed with the help of example. Now the question is, a car travel 85 km from point A to B, then 45 km from point B to C. The total time took was 1.3 hours. What was the average speed of the car? Now the solution of the problem is total distance is equal to distance traveled, means A to B plus B to C, that is 130 kilometers. Total time is equal to 1.3 hour. So the average speed means V is equal to total distance upon total time. So the total distance is 130 kilometer, which is divided by total time, which is 1.3 hours. So the average speed is equal to 100 km per hour. Now the velocity, the quantity which specify both the direction of the motion and the speed is velocity. Velocity of a body is the displacement of the body per unit time. Velocity is equal to displacement upon time. Velocity is a vector quantity, so it has both magnitude as well as direction. When the speed is in a straight line, is said to be velocity. As it is vector quantity, so the velocity may be 0 or negative. Now the example for velocity, there is 3 example. For in first 30 meter east, in second 60 meter northwest, in third also 60 meter east. Speed with direction is known as velocity. Average velocity. Average velocity is the ratio of the total displacement to the total time taken. Average velocity is equal to total displacement upon total time. Average velocity is also the mean of the initial velocity u and the final velocity v. Average velocity is equal to initial plus final upon 2 or u plus v upon 2. Speed and velocity have the same unit, meter per second. Now I take an example to understand how average velocity may be taken out. If a car changes its speed from 10 meter per second to 20 meter per second in just 5 seconds, what is the average velocity of the car? U is equal to initial velocity is equal to 10 meter per second and the final velocity is equal to 20 meter per second. V is equal to 20 meter per second. Time taken is equal to 5 seconds. Now the average velocity is equal to u plus v upon 2, means initial velocity plus final velocity upon 2. So the initial velocity is 10 and the final velocity is 20 meter per second. So 10 plus 20 upon 2, that is 30 upon 2, which is equal to 15 meter per second. So the final velocity of the car is 15 meter per second. This is the important question. What is the difference between speed and velocity? The distance traveled by a body per unit time is called speed, whereas the distance traveled by body per unit time in a given direction is called a velocity. It is a speed with direction. Now the speed is equal to distance upon time and the unit for distance is meter and time is s. Velocity is equal to displacement upon time. The unit for displacement is m, meter, and for time is s. Now speed is a scalar quantity, whereas the velocity is a vector quantity. Speed is always positive. Its SI unit is meter per second, whereas velocity can be positive, negative, or 0, and the SI unit is meter per second, which is same. Now the formula for average speed. Average speed is equal to total distance upon total time. Average velocity is equal to initial velocity plus final velocity upon 2. Now there is two type of motion. One is uniform motion and second is non-uniform motion. So first, uniform motion. When a body travel equal distance in equal interval of time, then the motion is said to be uniform. Suppose if a truck, which is given in the figure also, and 9, 10, 11, 12, this is the time, and the distance is 1 hour in each division. Now the distance is 0 to 100, 200, 300. If we represent the motion of the truck in graph, x-axis represent the time, y-axis represent the distance. So in 1 hour the distance traveled by a truck is 100 meter, and the next hour it's again 100, and third hour it's again 100. If we represent this motion in graph, the line is going upward but in a straight line. Straight line slope is there. This straight line shows that it is a uniform motion. Non-uniform motion. When a body travels unequal distance in equal interval of time, it is said to be non-uniform motion. See, same, a truck is in this also. The distance is 0 to 70 and the next is 300, means it is not uniform in given 2 hours, means 9 to 10 means 1 hour. It is 70 kilometer, and for the next 10 to 11 it is 200 kilometer, means the difference is that 130 kilometer. If we represent this motion on graph, the x-axis again represent the time and y-axis represent the distance. In first hour this is 70, in second hour it is 130 kilometer. So the graph may be curve upward, curve downward, or maybe zigzag. Then it shows the non-uniform motion of an object. There is one more question. What is the difference between uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Now acceleration, the rate of change of velocity of an object with respect to time is called acceleration. It is a vector quantity. Initial velocity is u, final velocity is v, time is equal to t, and the formula for acceleration is a is equal to v minus u upon t, means the acceleration is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity upon t. It may be positive or negative. Negative acceleration is also known as retardation or deceleration. Its SI unit is meter per second square. See, I am taken an example to show the positive or negative acceleration. Positive acceleration, when initial velocity lower than final velocity, u is equal to 20, v is equal to 50 and t is equal to s. Negative acceleration, when initial velocity higher than final velocity. In this, the initial velocity is equal to 100 meter per second, final velocity is 60 and the time taken is 4 seconds. Now see in first case with positive acceleration. A is equal to v minus u upon t. So 50 minus 20 upon 5. This is 30 upon 5, which is equal to 6 meter per second square. In the case of negative acceleration, same acceleration is equal to v minus u upon t, but in this final velocity is 60 meter and initial is 100 meter. So it is 60 minus 100 and the time taken is 4. So 60 minus 100 upon 4. It is equal to minus 40 upon 4, which is equal to minus 10. So the acceleration is equal to minus 10 meter per second square. In first case, the acceleration is positive and in second case, it is negative. Now see uniform and non-uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration. The acceleration of a body is said to be uniform when velocity of the body moving along a straight line change by equal amount in equal interval of time, that is, when velocity of a body change at a uniform rate, it is said to have uniform acceleration. Example, motion of a body falling freely under the action of gravity. Motion of ball rolling down a smooth inclined plane. Motion of a bicycle moving down the slope of a smooth road when there is no paddling and air resistance is negligible. Now non-uniform acceleration. When the velocity of a body change at a non-uniform rate, that is, velocity change by unequal amount of equal interval of time, the acceleration of body is said to be variable or your non-uniform acceleration. Note that the unit of time occur twice in the unit of acceleration. If the motion is along a straight line and the velocity of the body is increasing with time, the acceleration is in the direction of the velocity. Thus, acceleration is a vector quantity. The value of acceleration may be 0, positive or negative as according to the question. Now see in upper two, one is uniform acceleration and second is non-uniform acceleration. But the acceleration in both the cases are positive. And in the downward, two graphs are showing retardation, means deceleration or negative acceleration. But in first case it is uniform retardation and in second case it's non-uniform retardation or non-uniform negative acceleration or non-uniform deceleration. Now distance time graph. Motion can be represented on the distance time graph. In the graph, distance is taken on the y-axis and the time is taken on the x-axis. The distance time graph for uniform speed is a straight line. This is because in uniform speed a body travels equal distance in equal interval of time. Now velocity time graph for a body moving in a straight line without changing its direction, velocity of the body become equal to its speed. The slope of the velocity time graph gives the acceleration of the body. The area under this graph gives the value of distance traveled. There are three different cases of this graph which we have discussed now. Case 1, when the body is moving with a uniform velocity, as the velocity of the body is uniform, neither its magnitude nor its direction change. Therefore, the height of its velocity time graph will remain the same at all instant of time. The velocity time graph will be straight line parallel to x-axis as shown in the figure. From the velocity time graph, we can calculate the displacement by the body moving with uniform velocity in any interval of time. So the distance is equal to the area of ABCD. We conclude that magnitude of displacement or a distance moved by the body is equal to the area enclosed by the velocity time graph and the time axis. And the second case, when the body is moving with a uniform acceleration. See, this is a table according to which the graph is made. When we plot these points, actually taking time along x-axis and the velocity along y-axis, we obtain a straight line OR, which is inclined to the line axis. The nature of the graph shows that the velocity of body change by equal amount in equal interval of time. Thus, when velocity time graph of a body is a straight line inclined to x-axis, the motion must be uniform acceleration motion. From the velocity time graph, we can calculate acceleration of the body. Second, distance traveled by the body. Now, acceleration of the body. Time t1 OA, velocity v1 AB, time t2 OC, velocity v2 CD. Let angle DBE is equal to theta. Slope of the velocity time graph is equal to tan theta is equal to DE upon BE. That is tan theta is equal to V2 minus V1 upon T2 minus T1 is equal to acceleration. Hence, the acceleration of body is given by the slope of the velocity time graph. Now the second, distance traveled by the body. The distance traveled by a uniform accelerated body is in a certain interval of time is given by area under the velocity time graph. So the distance is equal to area of triangle BACE plus area of triangle BED. Now the case 3, when the body is moving with a variable acceleration. Now when the body is moving with a variable acceleration, the velocity time graph in that case is not a straight line. If a curve is shown in figure, slope of curve at P is equal to tan theta 1 is less than the slope of curve at Q is equal to tan theta 2. Therefore, the acceleration of the body at point P is less than the acceleration of the body at Q. These are the three cases arise by the velocity time graph. Now I think you will understand, and if not, then discuss in the class. Now the graphical representation of motion by distance time graph, that is uniform speed or uniform velocity, and the second is the velocity time graph which is non-uniform speed. Now first, distance time graph. See, in first graph there is a straight slope showing the uniform speed or velocity. In the second graph it is curve upward or downward showing non-uniform speed. Now velocity time graph. In first, this is uniform motion. The line is parallel to x-axis showing the uniform motion, and the second is uniform accelerated motion. The line is straight but moving ahead, forming a slope that represent uniform accelerated motion. I hope everyone understand what I taught in this video. If there is problem, discuss in the class.